All right, Fuller coming to you with another commentary. Um, yeah, sometimes what happens in this gender war, you have to kind of like do strategic retreat for a couple of days, and so sometimes I do that because it could be a lot. As for a young guy, it's because me myself, I'm a young guy. To take all of these things in, um to take all of these things like in that we're taking in, it's kind of a lot. It's kind of a lot, but if nobody else makes it aware of what's going on out here, then nobody's going to do it for us, because of the simple fact women are not going to do it for us for sure, and they're going to keep this cycle of self-destruction going. The modern Western woman will keep it going. That's just the bottom line. So this is why, unfortunately, although this this dynamic basically is a very dark, and unfortunately it does involve the spirit. It The thing is about this whole thing is it's like deeper than the physical aspects. There's an esoteric aspect in this, but that can really affect your spirit because of the simple fact of the dark energies that the modern Western woman presents. So we're gonna start with this one. Um, a 23-year-old marries a single mother of five. So let's see.
31 years old, single mom of five, minding my own. Someone's 20.
The thing is about the whole TikTok generation is that many of these modern Western women, the thing is they use at this point, TikTok is almost like a dating app. TikTok is no different from what do they call it? Okay, Cupid. It's no different from what's that called? Bumble, Tinder. It's no different. Okay, what these uh modern Western women do is put themselves out there, and unfortunately, a gullible simp basically takes the bait. That's the thing. Unfortunately, there's a lot of simps on TikTok, you know, and I guess you can look at simps as, um, in terms of war, in terms of warfare, simps are like, I guess you could say, double agents, But that's what TikTok is for, because she's on TikTok. Granted, she's a single mother of five, and honestly, she shouldn't even be on social media. She should be like taking and tending to her kids. But let's go ahead.
3-year-old son.
Too young for you. You tell them I can deal with guys their age.
So I wonder, like, with this footage, I wonder who initiated the contact. I wonder if he initiated the contact because she was maybe venting about, oh, single mother of five, I don't have enough time to do anything. I don't have enough time to myself. I need help raising these kids. I haven't checked her TikTok, but maybe perhaps that was the case. I don't know. But anyway, she got what she was probably seeking, And the 23-year-old at this point now has to understand that his resources are forever in the hands of those 5 kids who don't belong to him, and who have no relationship, no relationship with him.
Oh, baby.
31.
So you see, brothers, this is what these women do, especially the single mothers. You know, they choose like Ray Ray, Pookie, Chad, and the like thereof, right? They choose these guys, right? And when they choose these guys, they have kids with them in hopes that Pookie, Ray Ray, Chad, Tyrone will change their ways, will be different, you know, will no longer be just having multiple women, you know. That's what they hope when they do things like this. When they decide not to use protection and not to, you know, basically do the right thing. Because the thing is about these single mothers is that single mothers raising boys, unfortunately, is a self-destructive thing that occurs, you know. But let them tell it. They're the cradle of the universe. And I'm talking about the modern Western woman will say that they're the cradle of the universe. They're the, you know, the life begins and ends with them and things like that. Let them tell it. But now let's look at someone I put in the same category as Britney Renner. I will not use the word hate when I say this, but I really despise this woman. And even with makeup on, she's no more than a 5 at best. Okay? At best, she's maybe a 5. But this is how most modern Western women think. Let's go ahead and take a look.
I see men as a business. So if I see men as a business. So if I see you and I
So just understand this, that when you're on your grind and things like that, and you're doing what you need to do, you're only looked at as an ATM by the modern Western woman. You're not looked at as a human being. You're not looked at as someone who you know, has the human experience. You're looked at as, you know how, and many of my fellow Fulanis will relate to it. You know how we have our nagi, right? And then we just squeeze them, and get the kosam out. Then we drink the kosam. But we take care of them, though. You know, that we take care of them. If we lose a nagi, some of us, like, you know, are devastated. You know, we care for them. We make sure our herd is okay, because the amount of like nagi we have, and they're healthy, then the more honor we have. You know what I mean? But with the Western woman, if a Western woman, like say we give one Western woman one Naggy, all she would do with that Naggy is just milk it, 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 then boom, kick it to the curb while not taking care of it, while not doing anything for it, except for just milking, 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 milking. And that's what she's basically saying, that for her, a man is nothing but someone that she will just milk until there's none left. And that's why a lot of Western women think in that way. And that's why a lot of Western women want the top tier guys. But not even the top tier guys are exempt from their milking. Let's take a look.
I could get you, even if I get 1,500. Even if I get 1,500. You and I think I could get you, even if I get.
And she's possessed by a jinn, by the way, too. All of these Western women who have these like mentalities and stuff like that, they're possessed by a jinn. You know, they don't realize it, but you see how you see the spirit coming out of her. You see how she's getting mad about it and things like that. You see how she's kind of like getting animated about it. And you see how she's trying to defend herself when it comes down to it, right?
As a business, so if I see you and I think I could get you, even if I.
So when she says like, if I see you and I think I can get you, I'm gonna tell you a story, and I'm gonna leave her name. I'm gonna leave her name anonymous. I'm not gonna like say her name, but there was this one woman, single mother, who's in her late 30s, about to turn 40, basically pretty soon. We were on a panel. And I have since deleted this app because it's just too much crap going on in that app. Is a portal in itself. But we were on a panel in bingo, and she was just basically telling me how, you know, her and her homegirl finesse men, and that her and her homegirl, like, unfortunately had an African man, and she said she would collect rent from that African man. You know, her homegirl would. So what I did is I took it upon myself. I got in touch with that African man, and I told him, yo, man, what the hell are you doing? What, you know where you come from? I say, yo, you know where you come from, bro? Don't let these women dumb you down. Back home, women know their position. Women play their position. Women follow order and structure. Don't let these Western women bamboozle you. Okay? Stand on your own. Hold your balls, my nigga. I had to pull him to the side and tell him that. Because I told him like something that our African teachers passed down to us. They said that, let me see if I can find it. Basically, they alluded to. Hold on, let me try to find it. Let's try to find it real quick. Okay. They basically alluded to and said, in excessive anger is cowardliness and impotence. So what I'm saying is that, bro, I had to tell him, like, you got to show who's boss and what's going on around here and who calls the shots. That's why these Western women can't stand me, because I won't let them do.
I see men as a business.
I won't let them do the shit that they do to other men, because I'm not built like that. You know, that's the thing. You'll never hear me call a woman a queen. You'll never hear me call a woman a goddess. You'll never hear these things from me. I'll tell a woman, you better play your position, or I have no reason to even give you attention. You know, I got better things to do, you know? And so that's what I'm saying. You have to, unfortunately, have a little anger towards these women. I'm not saying violent anger. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying be violent. I'm not saying be destructive. What I am saying is that you have to put your foot down so they don't do things like this evil Jezebel Blu Jasmin is doing.
So if I see you and I think I could get you, even if I could get 1,000, 500, 200.
See, you see the Jezebel coming out of her? Even 200. She'll, let's take a scenario. Hypothetically speaking, let's take a scenario, okay? She sees a man, a blue collar man, and she knows that, you know, this $200 may make a difference in what he's doing. You know, it may make a difference in what he's doing. It may change some things. But because of her selfish ass, she has no problem in milking him. You know what I mean? As long as she can get maybe her nails done or her hair done. You know. And listen, let's listen again.
500, 200. I don't give a fuck what it is. I'm gonna try to get it.
Okay, so you see she doesn't even get, you see how she drops the F-bomb, right? So let that be a lesson, guys, that every time you encounter the Wicked Witch of the West, just understand you're being looked at as prey. You're not being looked at as a potential spouse or suitor. You're being looked at as a prey. So you have to look at them and have the same mentality and just basically either A, do what they are trying to do to you, to them, or B, pay them no damn mind. But let's listen to this.
Guys, stop rescuing broke and broken women. They are not weak. They are not helpless. They are dangerous emotional manipulators who will bring you nothing but problems, bills, pain and regret.
I agree with that because listen, bro. Listen. Let them self-destruct, okay? Because they brought it upon themselves. Nobody told them to have babies with no good ass niggas. Nobody told them to ride cock carousels. Nobody told them that feminism was going to provide them with not only a husband but also with them overpowering their husbands. Nobody told them that. Okay? They decided this on their own. All the women decided this on their own, not realizing what the adverse effects will be of doing so. So what I'm saying is just let them be. Let these women who have had Chad, Terrell, Pookie, Ray Ray, dig them out and do a number on them. And now they're affected by it, psychologically affected by it. Just let them be. If you're a nigga who's been on this grind, if you're a nigga who's been having like that, he's after something bigger, he's after like ownership, he's after like assets, you know what I mean, acquiring some assets. just bettering himself in different ways, then don't pay these women no mind whatsoever. Okay, don't pay them any mind at all. I was just talking to a friend of mine, and bro, I'm telling you, if you have a solid friend base, that's why friends are important, then they're gonna throw you alley hoops for you to get into, for you to find a good woman. Trust me, they will. I have some pretty solid friends that I can ask from back home, or even wherever, wherever like I've been, or wherever I've like established a relationship with. They will throw you alley oops. Trust me. You don't have to worry. Don't bother trying to date these women. Don't bother trying to fix these women. Don't bother trying to cater to these women, because here's the thing. They are dangerous. They will self-destruct. You may be a victim of that self-destruction. And also, because of their actions and what they have done, they're not mentally stable. Most of the time, they're not mentally stable. So stay away for your own mental health as well. That's the thing.
Run when you still can.
So yeah, that's it, bro. So, as you see, the war, I think the war is just beginning. However, with the war, the more knowledge we have, the better off we're going to come out of it, because war is nothing but stratagem and trickery. That's all it is. And so if we have the more tricks of the trade we have, the more equipped we will be to handle what they bring. But anyhow, man, that's about it. That's all I got. Fula signing out. Njadama.